Thank you once again. So my name is Sugi V. So I was born in Congo, but I live now in Jen House, the one of the young leaders. So I think I'm gonna start to how before I joined Jen House and also today.
Mhm.
Yeah, the story, my story, it is start. It's a so wrong, but I try to summarize.
Hey, great. Start at the beginning like you did last time. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. He's driving the car from the Rwanda to DRC. So one day he meets the woman. Yeah, she make her friendly. After that, they do mix little bit relationship. So they continue for to be friendly with her and him. Then he dates her, take her to the date. Then they continue more friendly, him or her and her. Then they start to leave each other because that's man he worked the truck driver. Then after that, that's man he take her to the Congo. The man he's a Congolese and the girls she's a Rwandan. Then the girls they move to Congo to the man. So then after that, they start to leave each other after few years. They get the boy is he called Sugi. Uh, they continue to live with the young baby Suji from the 1 month up to 8 months. So, but the in that family for that man, there wasn't like that women because that women she's a Rwandan, she's go another country because when you see many people from Congo, they're not like the people from especially Rwanda. So they say, oh, she's not one of the Congolese. She cannot live together with us. That man, he continued to live together with that woman, but he had the family start to make a wife and husband. So that husband is my father and my mother. They start to make a yeah, on that time I was 8 months. Remember, she told me it was 8 months. Then my mother, the father, he started to beat her, to touch her. How? Because that's time they tell him you have to take your wife to her country because she's not Congolese. Then every day my father, they beat her, and also some the family for my father, they start to beat my mother. Then my mother, she just think the way how she can figure out the peace to move to Congo to back to country in Rwanda. Then she take time to back to Rwanda. It's a wrong journey because sometime because on that country for Congo, it's the country have a natural resources. Sometime when you work around of the on a jungle, so some people, the Babas, they can touch you, they can kill you, also they can violate your life. Well, they just thinking you are enemy for them. So they continue for that those are things. My mother, she come to Rwanda, then she lived in the new life for her. Me, I spend my time with my grandma, the parent for my father. You know, I was is that time I was having 9 months. I lived together with them, but when I go, and also me too, when I have like 2 year on 2 years, they start to push me. Uh, this child, he's not Congolese. Yeah, he's a Rwandan, he's not Congolese. Oh, when I was in another child, I was blaming myself why men people they push me because when the men people I meet young and also uh older than me, they beat me. I wasn't know what's going on. I wasn't know how. I don't know why they was beat me because they're just thinking. They look at me. They take me like enemy for them. I was young. Some of them they was older than me, so they beat me. They bully me. Yeah. So I continue to do the things how. And then all the time I spend my time to my grandpa. Then I continue
Yeah.
to live together with those family because I didn't take time to go another like neighbor. We know that as a good community, when you live together, the good neighbor, you go to visit them. You just play with another child in your same age. But me, I wasn't get a chance like that because when I tried to play with them, they beat me
Mm.
because no one want to be friend with me because the parent for them they tell the child don't play with Sugi. He's not your friend. He's not Congolese. He come to steal. Yeah, in Congo. I born in Congo, but the people they say you are not Congolese. They start to beat me, to touch me. So I say for this time, everything is not called for lonely life because the things. So I was get a friend with my friend was birds, some the big tree because that country is the country includes a lot of the tree. I started to be friend with some animals, yeah, because I was have some my dog, yeah, but it's the dog for my father. Then I play with that dog. It's the one friend I was have and also some birds I climbed that tree because it's the first plane I was have because no one like me, no one want to be with me, so they take me out for them. So I continue to be okay. I have it to because my grandpa he say okay, you have it to stay home because from and also because my grandpa if they have any chance to take, it can just take me to Rwanda because I think she look at the men they look at me they think I'm an enemy to them, but it was not the truth because I was young. I will need to be together with another people, not to be how they was think about of me. So I continued to when I go to three or five. So, but in my family, grandpa, so they start to say how my mother she's look like. Yeah, sometimes they was just joke to my mother how she left to Rwanda and how and why she go back to Rwanda and the reason why. Uh, then they say jewelry she sold stealer. She come to steal our property. Then I hear that those name Jurian because then they say that woman she come to Rwanda, say Bugisera, Gashora, but I wasn't have any chance to go to her. But I was thinking if and key like birds, I can fly they uh, where they say Congo to Rwanda because if I was a be like a bird, I can be I can be like that. It can be safe to me because when people know one like me, uh, so I continue to when it gets 7 years, I say for this time I have to move. I don't have a ticket, but I have to move. I was wake up in the morning. Uh, I say because some of my grandparents they say okay, it's a time they go to church. I made to I was take 1 week to think how. I can move to Congo to Rwanda because the people, because of time, the main people they be odd because some situation it takes someone to think, expand, to think how I can figure out the way to live. So I start to think how I can move Congo to Rwanda, but I wasn't know where, how also the way to Congo to Rwanda. Then I say, okay, let I take because but I remember that the many people they was a friend with my dad, but before I get those years for 7 years, when I get like 3 years, my father he started to see cancer. They cut him one leg. Uh, then after that, they cut him another leg. So after that, he died. Then I spent with him together, the grandpa for him. Then as the 7 years, so I thinking, how, why not go to find my mother? Here, no one like me. I have to go where someone can like me, someone can look at me, think it is nice. Because I was look at some people how they take the child, how how everything going on when every child they live together with the parents. I continue to live that life. Yeah, I was a little bit jealous because no one like me. I was a needs care for mother. On that time I wasn't have a the father he's dying. Go some time for him. He gets a little bit time to be together with me. Take me in a truck. We close in a Congo. Then I say, okay, I have to go to Rwanda. I remember that I was wake up in the morning. I go just wandering near the Lord. When I go there near the Lord's, I near the home, I say, I'm not gonna back at home. I don't know where I'm going, but I have to go to Rwanda. I don't have a ticket. I don't have anything help me to go to Rwanda, but I have to go there. So I was but in Congo, because it's the time for the UN, they take some refugees to Congo to Rwanda. So they take the refugees from Congo to Rwanda. But I go there to say I'm a refugee, but they ask me, where's your parents? Because no one know me. I say, oh, all my parents, they die. I'm here alone. I'm not have any parents. So, because I wasn't know my mother. So, and also my father, he was died. So I wasn't think how that I can do that. So I tell them, so I'm not have any parents. So they say, so you have to go to find someone can help you to come here to take the things, help you to back to Rwanda. Okay, I go back to the village, but in that village, it was included where the people, the truck driver, they parking the truck. I go inside of the truck in some goods. So I go inside. When I go somewhere that I can hide, I hide inside. After I hiding, then the truck take me to the Congo, the border of Rwanda and Congo. It's Kamembe. When I reach there, I go outside. I just wondering for those things. So after that, I go inside because in Kamembe include where the truck they parking the truck they parking the truck. So I go there to find how I can stay. I stay at those place. After that, I do the things, but I was just find how the way I can live. I find the way how I can do the things can help me to survive. On that time, I go to because I wasn't have any friend in Rwanda. I wasn't have any family in Rwanda, but I was think one place is Gashora and one other things it is Bugesera. But I was asked someone, "Do you know Gashora?" He told me that, "Hey, you guys, are you crazy? Because from here up to Gashora, it's so wrong. And that's why he asked me that, where are you from? I'm coming to Kisangani." He was surprised. He wasn't think how I reached Kamembe. He asked me that, how do you reach here? Then I say, it's a wrong story. Then he take me to, he told me that, are you hungry? Then I say, yes, I'm hungry. Then he take me, he buy me some, in here we call super drip. It's like, some powder, it's a powder juice. You put in the water, then then you shake. It's be like a juice. They buy me other things here we call mandazi. They buy me two mandazi. Two mandazi are 200. One super drink is it's five. It's a 50 Rwandan francs. Then I drink those and I eat those. Then he said, okay, you guys have to continue to moving to run to Gashora. But he asked me that. And also I asked me that, how long from here up to Gashora? Then he asked me that, why? You are not have a car. You not have motor vehicle. How are you gonna reach there to Gashora? Okay. I just think this is the bad because I was having feelings to go to Gashora, Kamembe to Gashora. But after that, I say, how I'm gonna moving? Okay, let I find another life. Then I go to live the near to sleep the near of the road. Uh, I'm not forget the miracle night. One man he come to my side. Uh, he say hello, hello. Then how are you? I'm good. What's your name? I say my name Sugi. We affirm that I tell him we affirm. Then he asked me that, do you have a parent? I say I tell him no, because I was thinking if I tell him I have my mother, he told me that go to your mother. I tell him I'm not have my mother, no any parent I have. Last time I was saying, it's a good time to leave because it's the time I'm gonna leave. He take me to his home. He said I was think in my brain. It's a good time. I'm gonna leave where the place. I'm gonna eat food because I wasn't thinking to do another things. I was have I was hungry because imagine from Kisangani to Kamembe, it's 1 month. When you work, but with a car, it takes like I think was you use 3 days. 3 days not eat, except that super drink and that man he give me. Okay, he take me. Then he told me that, okay, this is the saucepan. You have to go to take a food. You have to serve your food. The food you're gonna eat. I go to the saucepan. I tried to choose the food, but I was thinking, it was not. I say, let's take this one. And also when you go to other food, because he was so rich, was have enough food to eat. Then I choose food. I eat on that time where I was get a chance to sleep, but that the first night I was not sleep because I eat a lot of food. After that, I say, oh, at the night, I get pain in my stomach. Then I say, that man is so good. Then he was have a goat. He tell me that, so you're gonna live here but you have to care my goat. Then I take the goat for him. I go to graze the near of his home. I live together with him and his wife. So then after that, because that man, he was just not her wife, his wife is not Rwandan. She's from Uganda. Then he take time to go to Uganda. Ah, so he said, "You guys, I'm gonna move to Uganda. I don't know how you're gonna live, but I know you are not gonna die. You're gonna stay alive. You have to figure out how you can live. You have to think how you can be. Uh, I because I saw you before. I saw you. You was good boy. You was fight how you can live. I was just thinking. I guess the man who gonna killing me. Then then he moved because I say I'm loser.
Whoop, I think we lost Suji there. They'll come back on, I hope. Well, this is what happens sometimes when you're talking halfway around the world. So he was I'm not sure where in Congo he was, but I'm assuming it was a pretty long way out in Congo. And Congo is enormous. So he was um he entered Rwanda after his 3 days in the truck. He entered Rwanda. Oh, come on. Over here, that's the map I'm looking for. Right here at Kamembe. And it was near Kamembe that where he was talking about sleeping by the side of the road and having the man come and find him and invite him home and feed him and have him take care of his goats. And so that was down here in the southwest part of Rwanda. Where he wanted to go, where his mother is over here in Gashora. So it's quite a ways away. And Gashora is just a bit southeast of Kigali. So you can see, let's see, up there, you can see Kigali right here. So he wants to get himself over to here. And so oh, sorry, I bet you can't. Can you hear me? But you can't. No, you can't. Um, after his family left to after the family that was take care of him moved back to Uganda, he started his walk to Kigali, and hopefully we'll get him back on again here, and we'll do that. I can also, meanwhile, show you some photographs of Suji now. So here is Suji with his mother when he got to his mother. Um, she was the story of him finding his mother and her recognizing that it was him is a pretty amazing story, and I'll leave that for Suji to tell. Um, so there he is with his mother in Gashora. Um, and this is a picture of him. He asked me the last visit to bring him his karate suit. Like he said, he teaches about 100 students. So he's very proud of his karate suit. He's very accomplished with karate, and he'll talk about how he did that. We also attended a wedding together when I was in Gashora. And these are the rabbits that he takes care of. One part of the rabbits is an enormous group, enormous rabbit farm. And then I'm going to add some pictures of the dairy as well, but they're not right here. Um, so let's see right here, the rabbits, and then this Suji's not in these photos, but here you can see a photo of the dairy. This is one of the workers at the dairy, um, where Suji is a manager. Um, so the uh, the short version is that I'll tell that Suchi has shared with me um, is he after the family left to Uganda, he walked to Kigali, and on the way he found himself. I mean, he was hungry. He was 7 years old, and and the only way he knew to get food was to steal food. And when he tells the story, he, he says, "Well, I didn't want to steal, but I was really hungry, and so I would steal the food, but I would always return the saucepan." Um, and so he, he would take the food, he would return the saucepan, and um, so he eventually got himself to Kigali, and he was living on the streets in Kigali. Um, and there were a lot of young people living on the streets in Kigali. Um, and so he became pretty accomplished at stealing his food. And like he says in his video, he knew that school was important. Um, and so he stole a uniform from another child. I'm not sure how he did that, but he stole a uniform so that he could go to school. Um, and so he attended school, uh, which I don't know. For me, that's just kind of mind-boggling that he's living on the street, and now that he's got food, the next thing he wants to do is go to school. And and he also didn't speak Kinyarwanda. And I don't think I'd realized this until he told me the story in more detail. So he didn't speak the language in Rwanda. And so he was living on the street, learning Kinyarwanda. Um, and part of that was being in school. So he struggled in school because he didn't speak the language and doing his best to stay alive and to keep from getting beat up. And that's where the karate came in. Um, he found that he found somebody who could teach him to fight back, to defend himself, and that was a karate teacher. And so that's how he got connected with karate, was to defend himself on the streets in Kigali. And he lived on the streets for about 5 years. And there's more stories that he can tell about living on the street. And at that point, he'd realized he really needed to find his mom. He needed to get off the streets of Kigali. Um, and I mean, I think one of the things that kept him there was that it was easy to get food. So he walked to Gashora, which is it's a long day's walk. It's about 60 kilometers away. And so he got himself to Gashora, and he was stealing food at the market, and and all he knew was his mother's name, and so anyway, he's stealing food, and he ended up stealing food from one particular stall at the market, and over time, again, always returning the saucepan, and and at is he's stealing food. One day, the woman who ran the stall caught him. And she said, I know you're stealing food, and you don't need to steal food. I will feed you. So just ask, and I will feed you. And over time, they developed a relationship. And oh, hey, Rogers is back. There, Suji, you're
Oh, hey.
back. We
Yeah, I'm
lost
back.
you. Oh,
Yeah.
brilliant. Well, Suji,
Yeah, welcome.
I was continuing to tell your story a bit. I got everyone to where you had walked to Kigali, and
Okay, so
and you'd stolen a uniform so you could go to school,
yeah.
and and you had studied karate, and
Yeah.
then I was at the part where you'd gotten yourself to Gashora, where you'd walked to Gashora, and you were stealing food from a particular shop, particular stall.
Yeah.
That was being run by somebody special.
Yeah, I can continue.
Yeah, continue from where you got to Gashora.
Yeah. When I reached Gashora,
Yeah, when you reach Gashora.
So when I reached to Gashora, so because Gashora it's the good place, because in Gashora many people they have different fruits, mango, avocado. So on that time, me and my friend we go to find the where we get mango and avocado. So for those place, it is not our tree, it's not our farm. It is just where we're going to steal the. Sometime you go the night, other time you go there at Dell. So and also it was get luck home. It was see some the place we're gonna to steal the food because one of that so woman she's just when she was just cooking the food she go inside of the house then after she go inside of the house us we go to inside for the kitchen then we take the saucepan after saucepan we're gonna eat all the food after eating the food we bring back at the night the saucepan then on that time but I was go to school because I was those some people they have a lot of the things, but for me I wasn't because we have a t-shirt from January up to December, and also I was have a if I say I was have a shoes, it's big lie because uh, when you see my foot before except today. When you look at my foot, you see, is it stone? Because if I try to take my foot to another people, they say, you are like a crocodile. It's so hard. And also you continue to go to steal food, different family, but it wasn't, because when I lived to Gashora, I meet another street boy. When I lived there, I continue to, but I was have where we're gonna eat food. But those food we eat, it was not us we cook. That's one of the women she cook. Then you go to steal food every day. Then we continue to go at that's one of the shop. When the one of women she, inside, she go on the room, we steal mango, avocado, banana, and other things for each. We do it every day. We do it like a habit. Then we continue to not think we are going to steal. We're just thinking we're going to wear our shop. Because that's women when we start to make the new tricks, how we can steal her. Because me, I was a skinny, I was young. We got together. Some of them they go to talk that women. Me, I go to take avocado and mango. I put inside of here. Then I continue to go. I learned because I was on that time I was so skinny, but I was the first to learn because I was not having the way to go. Then we continued to leave Gashora. But one day I got the kitchen for that woman. I meet with her in a door. You boy, why you every day you come here to steal me? Every day I look at you here. What are you doing here? I say, I don't know. Because I don't have anywhere. I don't have also anything to tell her. Then she say, so today from today, don't come to see my property. So if you're hungry, come here, eat. After eat, go. Okay. I wasn't get chance where I gonna eat food. No one say, hey, yeah. The food, no one say anything, no one complain about of me. So I continued to just eat that food every day, every night, every lunch, every dinner, every day. Then one day she asked me, she take me, then we talk. She told me something like some story for a child. You can tell, you can relate to a child. Then because she was live alone, then she say, where you from? Can you tell me how? Who are you? And where from? I tell her my story. Then, but before she asked me that, do you have a parent? I say, they die. I don't have anyone. Because I was thinking, if I tell her my name, also my true name, also I have my parent, so they take me to that prison, I go out. Because I wasn't start to tell anyone anything about of me. So on that time, it was I don't know how it was going on. I be open to her. I tell her my information about of me from A up to Z. Then I was look at her in her face. I see the tear in her eyes. I saw her, she cried. I wasn't thinking, what happened to her? I tell her my story. I tell her the name of my mother. I tell her the name of my father. Then she cried. I didn't know what's going on. But on that time, I tell her the story. We was just eat food. For me, I continue to eat food because on that time, I was the time for it. I wasn't care how bad of her. I was care for what the things cause of her to cry. Any situation can happen to her to cry. It's up to her. Let her eat. Then she take me, she hold me up. Then she cried. You are my son. Oh my God, this is a miracle. This is my son. In my heart, they'll lie me. They'll lie me. Yeah? You look at me, you think I'm your son. I said, I think she lied me. Then she said, I'm your mom. Me too, I wasn't just a surprise because I was look at her, she live alone. She wants just to take me like other people take me at Kamembe. Then she told me some story about of my father. She started to say, I'm your mother. Your father is called Aselemani. I'm called Jurian. When he starts to say Aseleman and Jurian, she say, my grandpa, he's called Mubende. I say, I was thinking, she know them. She and also she say, you are my son.
Oh, hopefully Suchi will come back on again. Up. Wow. Uh, so, excuse me. It's pretty remarkable. Um, so, I had neglected to tell you part of what experience Suji had in Kigali, where he was apprehended and put into a reform school. or a detention center, not a reform school. And I'll leave it to Suji another time to tell about his experience there and the way that he got out of that situation. Um, we're getting towards the hour here. Hopefully Suji will come back in so we can say goodbye. Um, and I will uh, find a way to have him share the rest of his story with you. Um, I can tell a little bit here. After he and his mother found each other, um, he went to live with her, and he was able to stay with her until until I think she remarried, or there was something that interfered with her being able to take care of him. And that's when he found his way to Journey House because she could no longer feed him. And so they see each other every day. And he now is supported by Journey House. So Journey House is providing him a place to live, uh, meals. He works. He's part of the Young Leaders team. Journey House also provides him an avenue to education. So he's been attending a school in Gashora for many years now, and he'll be graduating soon. I think his dream is to study animal husbandry at university. Um, and and like he said earlier, he manages the dairy farm and he manages the rabbits and he's uh he's involved in many of the workings of Journey House. So he's a really solid supporting member of the community there. And it's a pretty remarkable story. Um, so um, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get him back on again before 11 o'clock, which is just a few minutes away. Um, does anyone have questions that I might be able to answer? Just go ahead and you can turn on your video or unmute and or type them into the chat box, and I'm happy to answer whatever questions I can. All righty. Thank you all for attending this. I'm sorry about oh, my sister Connie is asking a really good question. Thank you, Connie, for asking more questions. I can tell you a little bit about Journey House. So Journey House was started about 7 years ago by Rogers Kamuli to serve the community of Gashora, which was heavily, well, like all of Rwanda, heavily impacted by the genocide in 94. And the community really destroyed. And so it started off as a basket weavers collective, um, and then expanded to an early childhood program to take care of the children of the basket weavers. And since that time, it's expanded greatly with a really wonderful reciprocal relationship that started in Milwaukee, because Rogers was able to come to Milwaukee and study at Journey House in Milwaukee, which is a full service uh, non-governmental agency in Milwaukee that has lots of partnerships and serves thousands of thousands of people. So that's where he studied for a few months and then made connections and then went back to do the same thing in Gashora. And so with funding from the United States and from Canada, there's also Gabrielle Matheson, who was with Rogers at the very beginning and has started up a sister organization in Canada called Friends of Gashora. So with support from Canada and the United States, we've been able to bring all kinds of assistance to people, to Gashorans building their own community. So, yeah, the financial aid comes from the United States and Canada, but all of the initiative is Rwandan, is the community of Gashora um, building itself. And so there's all kinds of there's now we have three early childhood development sites and programs serving in the neighborhood of I think about at least 500 children. The numbers escape me. Between let's say 500. I think it's more, and feeding about 1,200 people a day. Um, and then there's a dairy farm, a piggery, um, a very active farm. Um, there's the Weavers Collective, there's the Artist Studio, there's a gallery. There's several people who have started building furniture that I got to participate in doing that with them. And so a lot of initiatives. Um, and there's more too. I mean, you've got the link to the site to the AFJAR website, so I can bring that information to you. So, any other questions before we sign off? And what I'll do before I have to answer questions, what I'll do is when I connect with Suji again, he and I'll record a little video of him telling the rest of his story because I know he'd love to share that with you all. He's very excited. Just so you know, this was his very first time on a computer at Journey House. Now he's been on a computer at school and his very first Zoom call. So he, I, it was big for him. So thank you so much for attending and for supporting him and supporting Journey House.